Hey guys, thanks for clicking. So today we're going to talk about firewood. Is firewood profitable? Is it worth getting into? You know, the do's, the don'ts, the pros, the cons, that kind of stuff. So let's flip it around, take a look. There you go. Nice seasoned firewood. So we started firewood last year as a kind of filler because we don't really work in the winter. We kind of take the winter off, and we do have some downtime in between. So I says, you know, let's fool around with some firewood. So we did learn a few things, as any business, as you go along, you know. I think the first thing we learned was how not to stack firewood, and how it can create problems. So what we did is we ended up getting a bunch of wood from a cleanup we did. So we brought it back up here, and then we got a delivery from one of the tree companies, because I don't know if you know, but tree companies are usually very happy to bring you wood. They don't want it. That's not how they make their money with firewood. So if you get a good contact, now this is up here in the Northeast, we're up in Connecticut. It may be different where you are, I'm not sure. But here, you get a contact with a tree company, and like wood chips, untreated wood chips, obviously, and firewood, it's usually logs. If you get a good guy, they don't bring you too much junk, you know. Sometimes you know, it's one of those things, you kind of get what you get and that's it, but they bring it for free. So that's important to know, because you're not paying for prime wood, you know. Flip this around because it's hard to hold that camera there. So sometimes you get what you get. In other words, you'll get a lot of big knot wood, which, like this stuff right here, that is kind of brutal to work with. But you know, you cut it up, you take a little time, and knotwood is actually really good if you can break it up small enough. It burns really well. It's a little harder to dry, but like I said, you're getting the wood free. You kind of need to, because by the time you get the wood, you got to cut it up with the chainsaw to the right lengths. Then you got to bring it over to the log splitter. You got to split it. Then you got to season it. You got to let it sit, you know. So a lot of pros and cons, like I said. So last year we did, I think, 8 cords all together. And like I said, we do it kind of in our, not when we're not busy, we do it kind of, it's like a filler, you know what I mean? So if you want to go like dollar to dollar, hour per hour, this is myself doing most of the work, so I'm not really paying anyone labor fees. So I think we did 8 cords. We get about $2.50 a cord delivered. That's what we get up here in the Northeast anyway, in Connecticut, where I am. You know, so 4 cords, that's to $5,000, right? I think, can I add? 250, 250, 5,000. So it was about $2,000 extra, and everybody paid cash for it, so that was pretty good. We did invest in a splitter. I'll show you what we got. Here's the machine we bought. We bought it brand new. I think we paid about $2,200 for this machine. We got a good deal on it. It's a 3500 series. I think it's got about a 10 horsepower Briggs & Stratton on it. It does go vertical, up and down, so you can do, sorry about that, you can do the big logs on the ground, which is, if you're gonna buy a log splitter, let me tell you what, there's 2 things that are a necessity. This isn't really about log splitters today, but I will tell you, if the machine doesn't flip so you can do it vertically and horizontally, forget it. And if it doesn't have an auto reverse, in other words, you hit this button here and it locks and it goes back automatically. Those are 2 things you absolutely have to have on a log splitter. But I don't think there has been any log that this thing was not able to split. So with that size machine, there's really nothing you can't do. So this was you know, so say we paid, let's ballpark it, $2,500. The first season paid for the splitter, if you want to look at it that way. So that worked out really well. And again, we get the wood for free. It's pretty much labor, and it's a really nice extra. We don't have to advertise to get rid of the firewood. We have enough regular clients. I do a couple little Facebook posts on my personal page. I don't even advertise it to people we don't know, because you pretty much, it's word of mouth and it goes out. You know, we're not like a mill. We're not doing hundreds of cords of firewood, but as an extra and as a filler, like some days we'll get back from the shop at like 2:30 or 3 o'clock, or back to the shop at like 2:30 or 3 o'clock, done with the lawns for that day. Go split firewood for an hour, you know? We have the room to do it, number one. We have the dump truck to deliver it, number two. Or if you have a dump trailer, that's great also. And, you know, it works out. And I kind of like it. I find it therapeutic. I don't know. We could probably do more. That was our first season doing it. And like I said, we did, sorry about that. We did 8. We could easily do more than that. We even did a couple deliveries on top of that that were pine. Sold them for outdoor fire. You know, we split it. We seasoned it. You don't get the $250 a cord for pine, but it gets delivered free. Sometimes, like I said, you get what you get in the piles. We have another tree company that actually approached us this year, and they said that they're much better as far as what they'll deliver you, you know. So I'm going to try them out. We wait till we clean everything up, and then right after leaf season, we do some firewood. So let's take a look at what else we got. Now these are spruce logs, but this is usually how it comes when the tree company drops it off. They bring it in like a dumpster truck or whatever. So you just get these big raw, you know. Now we have the tractor with the grapple, so we can move these logs very easily. It's not a big deal. And you cut them up. Here's the grapple we have. This is a great piece of equipment. Now, like I said, we didn't purchase really any of this equipment for firewood business. We just kind of have these things. So everything is kind of a filler for us. It's a beautiful day here. Just checking it out. All this equipment we already have it. We have the tractor, we have the grapple. Oh, sorry about that closeness there. We have the grapple, we have the saws, because we do a lot of tree cleanup. So like everything was a really good filler, and it was an extra. So, you know, as an extra business for landscaping, it's great, you know. If I were going to do it full time, I don't know about that. Or if I was going to try to do a bigger firewood business, I'm not really sure about that. You know, bigger, obviously more equipment, bigger equipment, more expensive equipment. You know, we're doing this with the bare minimum of what we have and what we use for other stuff. So in that sense, it works out good and it's profitable. We have a delivery today. It's already in the truck, actually. We have this rack body truck. It holds a cord of wood perfectly. I could probably get away with maybe a little bit more with these sides. We have a leaf box that goes on for leaf season, which we'll be putting on soon, and that can hold more than a cord, but it holds a cord perfectly. We give them a really, you know, it's probably a little over a cord, but we don't want to shy anyone. We have 2 other cords left sitting here. One of them's already ready to go. We're just waiting for the customer to okay the delivery. So that's pretty much it for, you know, pros and cons. Like I said, the good things about it, it's a filler. We have pretty much all the equipment. I mean, the splitter we kind of actually bought for ourselves to burn, so that was kind of half and half. We didn't really purchase it solely for the firewood business. It's heavy. It's very physical. it can be really tough. I mean, you got to pick the right day. You don't want to be doing it when it's 100 degrees out or anything like that. So with that being in mind, you know, we don't really stack it. No one has actually asked us to stack it on delivery. If they did, we would obviously get paid for it. But you know, it's fairly profitable for the amount of effort that we put into it. So it makes good money. And this time of year, it is October, you sell it. You pretty much don't have to touch it the rest of the year. You know, we cut it, split it, we stack it, usually December, whatever. And then, you know, October, it's ready to go. It's probably a month maybe that you're doing the deliveries. You get them all out and it's good to go. So I don't know if it's for you. For us, it's a definite thumbs up. It works good. It's really profitable. For other people, I don't know. That's your choice. Got any questions? You know what to do. Put them down below. We'd be happy to answer them if we can. And there you have it, folks. First delivery of the day. We got a couple other things going on, but like I said, the dump body, oh man, that just makes life so much easier. We're able to bring it right over here. It's a little easier than the trailer, but let's get it done. Let's get paid. All right, folks, that's one down. Now we got one more to go. We got to load this up. She's ready. I like to do it by hand. I don't know. I kind of enjoy the workout. I probably could use the machine, but you know, I'm not 100% sure that it's that much faster to use the machine when you got the truck backed right up to the wood here. I kind of just get a little rhythm going and I fill it up. I don't know. Maybe I'm just old school. But again, thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate it. Check out the end screen. We got a lot of other cool videos on here. If you like this kind of thing, hit that like and subscribe. It really, really helps our channel out. So peace, everybody. Thank you.